All right, let's kick things off with a big question. What actually makes a hospital a quality hospital? As it turns out, it's not just one thing. It's really a story with two very different but totally connected sides. So let's get into it.
So let me ask you this right off the bat. When you imagine a truly great hospital, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Is it that human connection, the compassionate nurse, the doctor who really listens? Or is it the invisible, perfectly oiled machine working behind the scenes? That's the core question we're digging into today.
You know, healthcare quality isn't this one giant, vague idea. To really get a handle on it, the experts slice it into two main domains. It's all about separating the care that you, the patient, actually experience from all the foundational work the hospital does to support that care. And there they are. Simple, right? On one side, you've got the patient experience. That's everything that happens to you and around you. On the other side, the hospital system. Think of this as the engine room, the part that powers the whole ship. Let's break down that first one.
Okay, so first up, the patient experience. This is all about the human side of medicine. It covers your entire journey. From the second you walk through the door all the way to discharge. It's all the stuff that directly involves you.
What's so important to see here is how real and tangible this is. We're talking about direct interactions. Are people actually talking to you? Are they explaining things? Are they respecting you? Making sure you agree to treatments? This isn't about ticking boxes in some back office. It's about what's happening in the room right in front of you.
And this is kind of how those standards get organized into these official chapters. Now, don't worry about memorizing the acronyms, AIOC, COP, whatever. Just look at what they mean. Care of patients, management of medication, patient rights. Together, they create a blueprint for everything from your admission to your treatment to making sure you don't get an infection. They are the absolute pillars of your experience.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? A hospital can have the most brilliant cutting-edge systems in the world. But if you, the patient, are lying in bed confused about what's happening, well, then it's a failure. A fundamental human failure. Okay, so now let's flip the coin over and look at the hospital system itself. This is all the behind-the-curtain stuff. This is the machinery, the structure that makes all that great patient care even possible.
So unlike the other side, this stuff is all about the internal scaffolding. We're talking about the big picture, management, administration, human resources, IT, even the guys who make sure the building's electricity works. And you don't assess this by talking to patients. You assess it by digging through documents, auditing files, and checking records. And here are the chapters for that side of the house. And again, forget the letters, just look at the words. Responsibilities of management, human resource management, facility management. This is the hospital's playbook. It's about hiring and training the right people, keeping the equipment safe, and making sure your private data stays private.
I love this example. It shows how all these seemingly separate, maybe even boring systems come together in one critical moment. You have a nurse who is well-trained. That's human resources, HRM. She's using an infusion pump that's been properly maintained. That's facility management, FMS. And then she records everything in your electronic chart. That's the information management system, IMS. 3 different systems, one single, seamless, and safe action for the patient.
So we've seen both sides of the quality coin. Now let's put them right next to each other. This is where you can really see not just how different they are, but why they absolutely cannot exist without each other. And putting them side by side like this makes it so clear. On the left, patient-centered is all about direct results for you. It's driven by nurses and doctors, and you measure it with feedback. On the right, organization-centered is all about the internal engine that makes that possible, driven by admin and HR, measured by paperwork and audits. One is the what, the other is the how.
So to really tie this all together, let's use an analogy that makes it all click. I want you to think of the hospital not as a building, but as a living, breathing body. So all those patient-centered standards, they're the hospital's vital organs. The heart, the lungs, the brain. They're doing the essential, life-sustaining work,
healing people, keeping them safe, providing that moment-to-moment care. Without them, the body simply can't live. But what good are organs without a frame to hold them? That's where the organization-centered standards come in. They are the hospital's skeleton and its nervous system. The skeleton provides the structure, the support, and the nervous system sends all the signals, making sure every part is working together, coordinated. And that, right there, is the big takeaway. A hospital can't be truly healthy without both. A body with perfect organs but no skeleton just collapses into a heap. And a body with a strong skeleton but failing organs, well, it's not alive. For a hospital to be truly great, both have to be working in perfect harmony. So I'll just leave you with this final question to chew on. Think about your own experiences or the hospitals in your community. Which side of the coin do you think gets more of the focus? Is it all about the systems, the rules, and the paperwork? Or is it about the actual human experience of being a patient? It's a question that really gets to the heart of what quality means. Thanks for tuning in to this explainer.